Hey, collective, it's your girl, my We're back with another reading. Let's go ahead and tap into the collective and see what it is that you guys need to know and get clarity on. I ask that my spirit team bind and block all negative energies, outside forces from interfering with this message that my collective needs clarity on. As I call on my spirit team, Archangel Michael, to bind and block these energies. All right, so going to be ashamed. All right, look, schoolgirl coming out. I don't know about that now. Talking about the schoolgirl could be significant. But anyways, Spirit, what does the collective need to know? Disclaimer, this is for entertainment purposes only. I will never reach out to you for a reading. Take what resonates and leave the rest, all right? So let's go ahead and tap in and see. So something about the schoolgirl could be significant. Maybe that's just, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, somebody could be homeless on the street here. Okay, Spirit guys, what does the collective need to know right now regarding this energy? What is going on? What does collective need clarity on right now? Attention whore. There could be a schoolgirl who's an attention whore here. That's significant here. Or there's somebody in your energy that is an attention whore. There's something about you have a celebrity here that's watching you because you pick your own real world. Something about pick your own real world, okay? Because somebody thinks you're an attention whore. Maybe somebody thinks you're an attention whore, okay? Take it as it resonates. What else, Spirit? So you got a celebrity watching you because somebody sees you living out in your own authenticity, or it's maybe time for you to start picking your own reality here. It says only accept what is true. Yeah, because maybe you only accept what is true here. You got somebody watching you because somebody could be seeing you, picking out your own reality, picking out your own real world here, okay? Because it's something about noticing your own thoughts, okay? You could be noticing your own thoughts, and you're only accepting what is true now at this time because you're about to be receiving a hell of a lot of money here, okay? And you got celebrities watching you here, okay? So take it as a resonate. So maybe this is people thinking you're an attention whore because literally you have somebody of high status that is watching you here. I know somebody could be bipolar in your energy here. Yeah, it says a lot of people don't like you change it because it forces them to look at themselves. Okay, so you got somebody who's mad, who's bipolar as hell, mad because you're getting a lot of attention, and they're calling you an attention whore because you got celebrities watching. You got people who are considered celebrities, people who are well known watching you. May not necessarily mean a celebrity, but it's somebody who's of high status watching you because they're seeing you pick out your own real world. You live in your own real world, and that's why you're about to receive hella money here because you only accept what is true, and you're noticing what thoughts that are coming up, and you're only accepting what is true at this time. You're not allowing other people who don't like you to project onto you because it's forcing them to look at themselves because you're elevating. Okay, you won't have to beg with this new person. Yeah, you got this celebrity watching you. This is somebody who could be having a love interest in you or something like that because you won't have to beg this person to for anything, okay? Something about whatever it is that you usually used to beg for or have to get attention for, you won't have to beg this person for. Or maybe this is someone who begs people for attention here, okay? But take it as a resonance because this is a new person here that you won't have to beg for, okay? Somebody could be brain dead right here. Somebody could be being pronounced brain dead. Take it as a resonance, okay? She's a virus. She gets in your mind and tears you apart from the inside. So there's somebody who have a virus here that may cause them to be brain dead, or this feminine energy is being seen as a virus. This could be this attention whore because they feel like you get into these people's mind and tear it apart, or maybe they feel like you're a virus because you get into this person's heart and they feel their mind and something about your energy forces this person to reflect. It tears the inside of it tears the negativity or the things that they need to work on. It forces them to see that, because it said here a lot of people are, they really don't like you because you're forcing them to see themselves and to change and to look at themselves here, okay? Because you're realizing when you let go of certain things in your reality and you really see yourself and start noticing your thoughts, because you're starting to tend to yourself. You're someone who sits in stillness, who self-isolates in order for you to receive this clarity here, okay? Because debt comes in like a master in slavery. Somebody wanted you to succumb to debt here. Somebody could be succumbed to some type of debt here, and this is someone who was basically trying to make you a slave to being in poverty here, okay? And this is the reason why you had to start noticing your thoughts here because you're about to receive a hell of a lot of money, and it's time for you to start learning how to use your money, gaining financial literacy, maybe start educating yourself more on finances here, okay? Because you're the answer to the prayers you never heard, okay? You're the prayers. You are the answer to your prayers here, okay? It's by you making these changes here, and this is the reason why a lot of people are mad because it's forcing themselves to look at themselves here, okay? People may be literally brain dead because they're refusing to think outside the box. Make sure you help yourself first. Yeah, because when you receive this money, make sure you help yourself first. That's what Spirit is encouraging you. Most importantly, is to help yourself first, okay? Because you have a lot of people that's mad, and you're coming to a point in life where you're going to have to make decisions because you've been in an era where you had to go through a lot of things where it had you in a low poverty state, and it's time for you to receive these blessings here because debt, this is like I said, these people may be succumbed to some type of debt, and this is what they wanted for you here, and that's why it's time for you to help yourself first now. It's time for you to start putting in the work for yourself, pouring back into yourself here, because these people didn't want you to pour into yourself. They wanted you to invest yourself into their reality here, and that's the reason why you pick your own real world. It's time for you to make your reality here, okay? Take it as a resonance, all right? What else, Spirit? What else do we need to know? Because you are the magic here. Everyone else and everything else is a tool here. Okay? Because like I said, all debt is paid. People wanted you to be succumbed to debt here, but all debt is paid. Okay? And it's time for you to put you first here. You may have a movie director looking at you here because it's my movie, or maybe you're a movie director. This is your reality. This is your world. Everyone else is only but a cast. They play their part. Like my cat is a paid actor already because I didn't ask her to come up here on my shoulder. This is just clarity. Show you more confirmation that everything is already divinely orchestrated. It's already laid out for you, okay? Because it's my movie. The movie has already been set. You have people already playing their part, and people's character have to die out, and that's the time that is coming to here. All right, what else, Spirit? Okay. Exactly. What is with you is forbidden to return to your lineage. You're breaking generational curses here. You're the one who's going to put the stop to these generational curses or these poverty state here. You know, the light is coming out right here. The light is bringing, you're bringing the light to this clarity here. Okay. You're bringing in the light to your generation. Your ancestors are proud of you right now. They are shining their light on you, telling you you are the last one that's going to block all these forbidden, you know, what ends with you is forbidden to return. Okay. Because healing doesn't happen in one day. You've been healing. You've been taking your time and healing throughout this timeline. Okay. Heal your chakras, aligning yourself here. Okay. Because it says come out from among them. It's time for you to come out from among these people who hate that you're changing, among this poverty, among this lack, among this self-doubt here, okay? Because peace has to cost you people. These people are no longer on the same alignment with you, okay? Because that's the reason why a lot of people don't like you, because you're forcing them to see that they're who they really are. You're reflecting back to them. You're seeing, you're showing up. You showing up is showing how they're not doing what they need to do, okay? And everyone knows the truth but you. Everyone knew the truth but you. And that's the reason why it's time for you to make sure you take care of you first. Because these people all knew and they took advantage of it only because they wanted to benefit off of you this whole time, okay? And that's the truth here, okay? It says, stillness is not about dismissing, it's about recognizing what comes up. When you sit in stillness, like I said, you recognize 9/11 coming up, what comes up, and that's why you let these emotions come up and you work on them. You did the work here. You took the time, okay? You reflected on why these emotions were showing up. You did the work, okay? And these people are running away from themselves. Like I said, they took advantage of your kindness. They took advantage of you, and they wanted you to self-abandon yourself because of how they treated you, okay? Beggars can't be choosers. They wanted you to be a beggar, okay? Social media is not going to pay the reality check, okay? They didn't want you to be able, you didn't allow the delusion of thinking one way or one way was going to get it, okay? You weren't stuck in these delusions that they wanted you to be in, okay? Because it's time for you to take 30 days, 1 hour a day to invest in yourself.